Hi, this is Maginoni, and last night we went to Dark Scares. Now, Dark Scares is located at 1900 East University Drive in Mesa, Arizona. Tickets are $20 for adults, 14 and under it's 15. Now, Dark Scares also added a second attraction called Senses, so we're going to cover both of them. Now, the Dark Scares Hotel was a different type of haunt. Like for an example, there's haunts that all they do is they just hide behind corners and jump and try to scare you. And the gotcha scare. Dark Scares is different in that it's trying to actually immerse you into this world and give you an entirely different thematic experience, which I really applaud because I think it takes a lot more creativity to come up with this creepy environment than just putting somebody behind a corner that jumps and scares you. Now, right from the very beginning, Dark Scares Hotel has one of the very best openings in Arizona. You walk in, it's like a front lobby area. You have the front clerk who just could not be bothered by you. In fact, your mere presence is annoying the living piss out of him, and he wants you out of his sight. And right from the beginning, it puts you into that right mindset. Now, when you get into the haunt, you're going to see various parts of the hotel. There's for example, the rooms that the guests stay in, and there's other parts of what you would normally expect inside a hotel. Now, this is where Dark Scares really shines. It's a very low light environment, so it's very creepy. A lot of the actors are like ghostly travelers, so to speak, because they've checked in and they can't check out. And what really, really worked is they took the time to change things up, and they really immerse you into it by having the actors talk to you. It's not the type of act talk that goes like, "Where's mommy? Where is she?" and then you walk by and then you don't hear from them. No, they stop you and they have a conversation with you, and that conversation is relating to the room you're in. And I'm like, that was awesome, because all it really does is it does that little bit of extra effort to put you into that world. And it's no longer now, for an example, a bar. Now you're in a tavern that's more lively, or I should say undeadly, because there's deads and spirits everywhere type thing. And they actually now they're acknowledging your presence as you're walking through there. They're acknowledging that technically you don't really belong here because you're alive, and you're supposed to be dead type thing, and you will be dead soon. So I really enjoyed those types of rooms. And part of me wishes there were more of them, but at the same time I'm going, it was just, for right now, it's just the right amount, because they did a great job. Now, the next haunt that they have is Senses. And Senses is your dark maze. Now, this is where you're probably going to run into like it could have been, should have been type thing. Some people are going to argue it should have been darker. Some people are going to argue, it's just the right amount of light. Because the thing is, there's just enough light so you can actually navigate through the maze without smacking the wall every 2 minutes. And there's actors in here, so when you start looking around, you can see people moving in the shadows, and that's really creepy. So that's what I mean by you're going to get two sides of the story with this. Now, the walls are the best part. In most dark mazes, they're designed so this way. It's a very narrow environment. I guess you can say it's claustrophobic, but the thing is, you just put your arms to the sides. Guess what? You can walk straight through. Or put your hand in front and then to the side, and you can just still walk your way through. The walls are so far apart, you can't do that at all. And it really now makes you have to travel this maze without that crutch. Now, you could go to the side and just follow the maze that way with one hand, but then you have no idea what's going on in the middle or on the other side. And I think that's a much stronger approach to it, because it's more open. You don't know what's going to happen to you because of that. I kind of wish that, if anything, the maze was a little bit bigger. I wish there's more twists and turns. But other than that, I thought that this was like a solid start for them. And based on what I saw on their improvements for their hotel, I have a feeling next year, if they continue with Senses, it's just going to be that much better. Because, it's rare when I see a haunt almost completely redesigned, and do such a fantastic job. And like I said, Dark Scares, if you went last year, definitely go again this year, because it's a totally different experience. And this is one of those haunts that I would definitely say, take the time, check it out. I think you'll overall be entertained. We were hanging around outside the back area when people were leaving, and generally people were look like they're having a really good time. You can tell there were some people, some of the women were scared because the dark maze part, and it looked like I said it was pretty enjoyable overall, and I was definitely pleased. Anyways, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video. Leave some comments below what you guys thought. If you went through the darkness, or sorry, not the darkness, but the senses, what do you guys think? Do you think that it gave you just the right enough immersion of going through the dark, and then having the people around you, were they scary enough for you? And we'll have more reviews. Actually, I think this is the last haunted house of the season that we're going to, so no more haunted house reviews, but I'll do other videos later. So until next time.